and I'm feeling big deal.
Was that a gunshot?
Yeah, look, see that palm tree? Stay low and hide behind it. I'll follow.
But
Go now, Raya.
oh my God, what the hell is happening? Just 5 minutes ago, me and James were having an amazing night on the dock, and now I'm hiding behind a tree and there was a gunshot. Oh my God, that man just got shot. James, what the hell are you doing? Get down.
Just stay here until I give a signal, and when I do, run. I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
Someone's got to stop him.
James gave me the signal. I didn't think I just ran until I heard another gunshot, and looked back to see James behind the gunman, who spun around and fired the third shot at the same time James discharged his gun. I watched as the gunman crumbled to the ground. James was staggered but still standing. A cry left my mouth. James shot. James shot. My head was spinning, and before I knew it, I was running towards him.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh my God, you're bleeding.
You could have gotten hurt.
Well, I didn't, and you did.
I'm fine. You shouldn't be here.
You're bleeding, Mr. Larson.
I'm aware, Princess. Ow.
Oh my God, are you okay? Where does it hurt?
My chest.
Hold on, the ambulance should be here any minute now.
Princess.
Excuse me? Sir? Ma'am? I'm going to need you to step away from the body.
Police, put your hands up!
I told you to stay put. It was a simple instruction, Princess.
You were shot, Mr. Larson. You'd already neutralized the gunman, and I thought you were going to die.
I heard the wobble in her voice at the end. I can't remember the last time anyone really cared about whether I lived or died, but Raya did for some godforsaken reason, and it wasn't just because I was her bodyguard. She really cared. And I'd be damned if the knowledge didn't hit me harder than a bullet to the chest. I'm fine. The bullet grazed me is all. It barely even went through the skin.
You were bleeding.
Raya brushed her fingers over the bandaged wound, her touch so fiery.
Did that hurt?
No, I bet this isn't how you imagined your graduation night to go. We should have went straight home after dinner. It was my fault. I wanted to extend the night because when we woke up tomorrow, we would just be a princess and a bodyguard again. That was all it could be.
No, it was a good night until, well, this.
Maybe, but I fucked up. My #1 priority as your bodyguard is to protect you, and I should have gotten you out of there and left it at that. One time when I was a kid, me and this guy were at the park, and while I was in the restroom, he was being held at gunpoint. Before I could reach him, he was shot, and I just watched.
It wasn't your fault. You were a kid, too. There was nothing you could have done against an armed attacker. If you'd tried, you might have died, too.
Another hitch on the word died.
Excuse me, Your Highness. May I steal Mr. Larson for some final checkups?
Oh, yes, of course you may. I can't believe this is happening right now. I don't know what I would do if James had died. I guess I'll go get him some water or something. Hey, I got you some water. What did the doctor say?
Thanks. He said I'm fine, but somehow the bleeding started back up again and they're gonna hold me for a little while longer. Raya looked like she was going to cry. Don't do it. But I'd already fucked up multiple times tonight. What was one more? Come here, Princess. I opened up my arm and she buried her face into my shoulder. One part of me wanted to push her away, but another part wanted to drag her into my arms and keep her as mine. Except I couldn't. Raya was too young, too innocent, and too off limits. And I damn well better not forget that.
Something changed the night of my graduation. I don't know if it was James getting shot or the tension between us, but whatever it was kept me up at night and gave me butterflies. It wasn't a crush exactly, just a mixture of attraction and fascination. When we first started working together, I felt these things, but I didn't like him like that. But now it's starting to get real, and that's dangerous. Luckily, my schedule in New York had been keeping me so busy, I barely had time to breathe, let alone indulge in inappropriate fantasies. James and I moved to Manhattan 3 days after graduation and signed a lease on a beautiful one-story house. Do you ever think about doing anything except bodyguarding?
Bodyguarding?
Yeah, it's a word. If it's not, I'll make it one.
I bet you would, and no, I don't. The day I do is the day I stop bodyguarding.
It must be nice to see everything in black and white.
Trust me, not everything's black and white.
My heart dropped a beat, but I didn't ask him what he meant. It was probably nothing. I should just focus on the movie.
It's nice.
What is?
Your real smile.
That was a compliment.
If you say so.
Don't try to play it off. We've passed a milestone, James Larson's first compliment to Raya von Ascheberg. It only took 2 years.
1 year and 10 months if we're counting.
Which he was. My heart skipped like 8 songs. This is not good. Whatever I felt towards James, it can't go past what it is now. So in order to get rid of these insane feelings, I should go on a date.